Hi, it's Jeff at Slavens Racing. This video is about two-stroke premix oil. I get questions and emails about this all the time. And I use the AMSOIL Sabre in my 300s, my 300 mule. And usually when I tell them what I mix it at, people freak out. That oil is designed to be run at 100 to 1. I mix it on my bikes at 80 to 1 just because it's convenient. This bottle, this 8-ounce bottle, which is only $5, mixes to 5 gallons of gas. So it's very easy to mix it at 80 to 1. But, I mean, there's a lot of good oils out there. And KTM in their catalog recommends this Motorex. And Motorex sponsors their team and gives them lots of product, and it's definitely good quality oil, and that's the one that they have in their manual. But they also say in there that you can run any good quality name brand fluid. So the main thing that you should be concerned with is obviously the premix ratio, and that is the ratio that is coincides with how that oil was designed and what that manufacturer recommends. Each brand here has a different ratio that they recommend, and that's because they've got different concentration levels and different chemical makeup, like the chemical DNA of the oil. So this oil is designed to run at that ratio. All these other ones are designed for lesser ratios. This is a 53 to 1. This 12 ounces goes to 5 gallons, kind of an oddball ratio. This is an old school oil and brand that's been around forever, Spectro. These are both Spectros. The Silcolene, it is designed to run up to 50 to 1. KTM says run this between 40 and 60 to 1. And then this one says anywhere from 20 to 50, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 20 to 60. So these are synthetics, and that one down there is a synthetic petroleum blend. This one is castor base oil, Maxima Castor 927. It's a very high quality oil, but it does have some downside. It's the dirtiest running one of the bunch. It's going to leave the most carbon deposits on your power valves and your spark arrestor. It's going to require the most maintenance. This is an excellent product. It has excellent lubrication qualities to it, lubricating qualities. It's made out of, castor means that it's made out of bean oil, made out of soybeans, excuse me. All the rest of them are, like I said before, they're synthetics, and the one on the far end there has petroleum in it as well. But this one comes from soybeans, like in the fields in the central part of the U.S. And this has excellent lubrication, but I would personally not use it for trail riding use. It's best to be used on a KTM or any of the mini bikes, the KTM 65s and 85s, where they're being revved real high all day long. That's where it comes in, and that's where it should be used, and it should be used at a heavy ratio like 32 to 1. So I don't consider this a contender for trail use. Any of the other ones you're going to do fine, but you always have to mix them at the ratio that that manufacturer recommends. That AMSOIL Sabre is still my favorite. Like I said, I mix it at 80 to 1. I've run it at 100 to 1. If I had a larger gas can, that's how I would run it. And it burns extremely clean, keeps the power valves and spark arrestor clean, and the engine wear is by far the best of any of the brands. I've used these brands throughout the years, and that is the best for engine wear. Another plus to it is it comes in you can also get in a smaller container. This mixes to 2.5 gallons of gas. So that's real handy for on extended trail rides like we do out here in Colorado, or sometimes we're riding from one town to the next. You can carry that in your jacket pocket or backpack or fanny pack, and small and easy to carry. So I get a couple of other questions, and one of them is if I switch brands, of oil do I have to rejet the bike? The general answer to that would be no. Will there be some exceptions? Possibly. But most of the time, most bikes that I ever ride that belong to other people, I ride other people's bikes all the time on different rides. And I seldom run across one that's jetted properly, so I wouldn't be concerned about changing fluids. The other question is will I have to flush the system? And on all of these brands, the answer would be no. And almost every other brand out there on the market, the answer would be no. This one, this castor-based oil, should not be mixed with the other ones. One thing I forgot to tell you about the castor-based oil, another downside to it is if you ride in cool weather, like if you're an ice racer or something like that, or just like to trail ride in really cold weather, this oil, it says on the back of the container, do not use it below 35 degrees, or the oil will separate from the gasoline. And, it can do that sitting in your garage as well. So if your gas can's been sitting out in the garage all winter in really cold temperatures, that oil is probably separated from the gas. And what does that mean? The oil will come to the top, to the surface of the gasoline. So it will be sitting up there at the top, and it will look like a layer of sludge up there. Something like you see from when they have oil spills out in the ocean, where the oil is floating on top of the ocean water. It looks very similar to that. And you can shake the can and it does not correctly join back together with the gasoline. So I would not use this oil except for specific racing applications. These other ones, it's no problem to mix them, and if there's a little bit left in your gas tank, go ahead and pour in the fresh stuff. It will not matter. And I think that's about the only questions that I typically get, so that's all for now.